Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Storytime. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm glad we're here together. Happy Friday. Oh my goodness, remember when we do the Friday dance, right? Well, we'll be bringing back that shortly, I think. I hope that you're doing your own Friday dance, just getting excited because the break is here. Thank you indeed for being here on Storytime. Thank you for choosing to be a part of Storytime. Thank you for this community what it is. Thank you indeed for the messages. Thank you for the recommendations. Appreciate them, and we'll continue to work to bring those stories here to Storytime. And at the very least, I'll try and bring those titles here so people know about them and they can look for them at their local libraries or indeed wherever else that people find books. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Thank you for joining in, Ariel. Good morning. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope that today is a beautiful day. I hope it's a day that, just brings joy and smiles and everything good. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Appreciate you and love you so much. To everybody else that is joining in Storytime today, thank you for being here. And leave us a message. Let us know you're here. And indeed, so we can say hi to you. And of course, if you're joining in later on for the recordings at whatever time that works best for you, well, leave us a message. Let us know you were there. And I'll be sure to say hello. Thank you indeed for being here. This is Storytime, and our book today is a sweet one coming to us from Chronicle Books of San Francisco. This one is written by Matthew Burgess and illustrations by Evan TURK. And I think it has a 4 feel to it, this book, in terms of the pictures, the illustrations, just realizing now how far the year is gone, right? The red tin box coming right up. Thank you so much for being here with us today on Storytime. And I hope you are ready. And once again, apologies for coming in a little bit late, Zambian time here, but we're here, we made it, and let's enjoy this story together. Thank you indeed for being here on Storytime. Oh, and also just before we get started, reminder too that we do have the Children's Book Festival that will be happening on Saturday at Children's Fairyland. And yes, congratulations on 75 years of entertaining the kids and everybody really in Auckland and the surrounding areas, of course. And so join us for that one. I'll be there. I'll be emceeing the event. Excited for that. So come on out and join us. But it is happening 20th September, Saturday, 10-4. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you on the other side of this very short break when we're back with more story time. Thank you indeed for being here with us today.
Hi, everyone. My name is Amanda Davis. I'm a children's book author, illustrator, and high school art educator. I am the author of 30,000 Stitches, the inspiring story of the National 9/11 flag, illustrated by Sally Warren Comport, and published with Worthy Kids Hachette Book Group. One thing that drew me to writing 30,000 Stitches was the idea that people from all different communities came out to stitch this flag and make it whole again. So I hope that when people read 30,000 Stitches, they remember the power of sharing our stories. When people came out to stitch the flag, they shared their stories, whether about loss or pain or love. We all have stories to tell, and by sharing our stories and listening to one another's stories, we can create a better understanding of each other and create a sense of connection and unity. And this is what creates a more inclusive world. I hope you enjoy your story time with Mr. Limata. Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much. Amanda Davis is just powerful message. And one thing I want to pick up from that message today is the sense of connection. I hope that your word today gives you that sense of connection, whatever you're doing. But remember too, as my friend Akila Cadet says, do the work. Like, you also have to put in the effort to make those connections felt, right? Thank you so much for being here with us today on Storytime, The Red Tin Box, written by Matthew Burgess, illustrations by Evan Turk. We're in for a sweet story. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Good morning to you. How are you doing, Auntie Pam? Good to see you. As always, good to see you. I'm glad you're here. And yeah, my big hugs in extension to the family as well. Auntie Anne, you're doing well. Here we go with our story for today. The Red Tin Box. I have to show this red. You should know red is my favorite color, so I have to show you this red. The red end papers. There's actually texture to it. There's texture to the red. I don't know if you can see that. It's beautiful. The Red Tin Box. And again, thank you to Chronicle Books of San Francisco for allowing us to read this wonderful book here on Storytime. It is written by Matthew Burgess, illustrations by Evan Turk. On her 8th birthday, when the sun was peeking over the treetops and everyone in the house was still asleep, Maude slipped outside and across the wet grass to the edge of the woods. What was there? Happy birthday, too. On her 8th birthday, when the sun was peeking over the treetops and everyone in the house was still asleep, Maude slipped outside and across the grass to the edge of the woods. At the foot of the flowering dogwood, in a soft spot where she found a fallen nest, the earth seemed to whisper, "Yeah, here, here." Perfect spot. Maude dug and dug and dug until the hole was deep enough to hold a red tin box. Only Maude knew the treasures she placed inside the box. Only Maude heard the words she said as she buried it. Far overhead, the sun kissed the clouds pink. An angle of geese honked excitedly. And Maude made a promise to herself. What's the promise? I want to know. Maude grew and grew and grew, as all children do. Yeah. Maude grew and grew and grew, as all children do. She had a daughter of her own, and she grew too. Yeah. Maude grew and grew and grew. She had a daughter of her own, and she grew too. But Maude never forgot the red tin box. In one corner of her mind, it glowed, though one by one, the treasures she had placed inside slipped from her memory. Yeah, it had been a long time. Maude grew and grew and grew as all children do. And she had a child of her own. And that child grew too. But Maude never forgot the red tin box. In one corner of her mind, it glowed, though about one by one, the treasures she had placed inside slipped from her memory. One November afternoon, Maude was seized with a feeling like a bright spring sunrise. Yes, one November afternoon, Maude was seized with a feeling like a bright spring sunrise. I've heard November can do that to people. It's a very special month, isn't it? The next day, Maude picked up her granddaughter after school. Together, they turned east. As they drove and drove and drove, 4 towns over. Yeah. Across the river she swam in as a girl, past the road to the old schoolhouse. Maude told Eve about the red tin box, about the hole she dug beneath the dogwood, about the promise she made when she was 8 years old. What do you remember from when you were 8? Or what do you hope for when you were 8? But what's inside the box? How do you know it's still there? These were questions Maude couldn't answer. They sat quietly side by side, in worry and in wonder. It was possible they wouldn't find it. So many years had passed. But there was the dogwood that Maude daydreamed under as a girl. Read books under, fell asleep in the grass under. It was still there, standing tall. Fingers crossed. Hope the box is still there. Holding her granddaughter's hand, Maude walked the perimeter of the tree until one spot seemed to whisper, "Here, here." Yes, holding her granddaughter's hand, Maude walked the perimeter of the tree until one spot seemed to whisper, "Here, here." They took turns nudging the shovels into the cold ground. Digging was hard, but with each small scoop, the dirt became a little bit softer until suddenly, ooh, they found it. Until suddenly, the ring of a metallic clink. It could be the box. Eve watched as her grandmother lifted the treasures out, examining them one by one. A tiny toy elephant, a marble like a tiger's eye, an ancient piece of candy wrapped in silver foil, a costume mustache, a small brown bottle, a bird's nest woven with purple string, and an iridescent ear-shaped shell. Oh, what would be in your time? What would be in your time capsule? What would be in that box that you would put away? I want the shell for sure. And there they are. Oh. Once Maude let out such a high-pitched that a dog in the distance began barking. Roof, 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 roof. Is that relief? Maybe. Oh. Maude told many stories on the drive home. Sometimes Eve asked questions. Sometimes she laughed when her grandmother laughed. And it didn't bother her when her grandmother cried. Yeah. Maude told many stories on the drive home. Sometimes Eve asked questions. Sometimes she laughed when her grandmother laughed. And it didn't bother her when her grandmother cried. It didn't bother her when her grandmother cried. Not one bit. When they arrived, Maude placed the red tin box into her granddaughter's hands. This is for you. This is for you. Yeah. Far overhead, the stars blinked. An angle of geese honked in the dusky dark. And Eve, seized with a feeling, made a promise to herself. Yeah. Oh. Oh. And that is the end of our story. Oh my goodness. Connections, connections. I am not crying. You are. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Oh, love this book so much. Appreciate it so much. The Red Tin Box. This one written by Matthew Burgess, illustrations by Evan Turk, and of course reading it with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. I'll see you on the other side. It's very short. We're back for more story time. Thank you for being here with us. See you in a little bit.
Hi, my name is Zetta Elliott, and I am the author of 40 books for kids, including Dragons in a Bag and A Place Inside of Me. You're watching Storytime with Mr. Limata.
Yes, 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 indeed. Storytime is here for you. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. And of course, too, thank you. Congratulations, it's Elliot. She has a brand new book out. The Dragons in a Bag series. That was book 5 that came out or is coming out very shortly. So, yeah, if you're into the series, get on it. That final book is out. And of course, if you've not started, well, you're missing out. Get going. They're out there for you. Look for Zeta Elliott at your local library. Ask for Zeta Elliott at your local library and wherever else you find books. Thank you so much for joining in. This has been Storytime. Yes, our tearjerker was here today. This one, a beautiful one, The Red Tin Box, written by Matthew Burgess, illustrations by Evan Turk, and of course, reading it with permission of the publishers Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you to the team there, Ariel Richardson, and of course Caitlin Elk and many others. Thank you indeed. Keep up the good work, keep the magic flowing. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Big thank you joining in this morning, whether you're here live or indeed joining us later on for the recordings. Thank you for being here, Ariel. Good to see you here. Happy Friday to you. And yes, love. See you later on. Thank you so much for being here. And of course, Pamela Courtney, thank you so much for joining us. Sending you big hugs as well out there in Natchitoches, Louisiana. Thank you so much for being here. This has been Storytime today. And remember too, you can catch us live at Children's Fairyland on Saturday, September 20th for the Children's Book Festival, and it is happening from 10 to 4 p.m. and lots of presenters there, including the amazing Sean Harris and many others. So come and join us, come and join in the fun, and yes, Storytime will be hosting this one. We are emceeing this one, excited for it. So make a date if you can. And if you know people in the area, let them know where the party will be on Saturday, September 20th. Thank you so much for joining in. This has been Storytime today, sending you lots and lots of love. I hope you find many books to read this weekend, but we're definitely back on Monday with more Storytime. The Red Tin Box was our book today. I hope that I keep thinking of all the connections and happening in this book, and you know, I've had this picture that sits here, and just to kind of show you, that's my mom dancing at Independence Day, 93, 90 something, but yeah, she was not in Zambia at the time. She was in India, and they were there dancing on Independence Day. But every time I look at this picture, you know, like, it's just there to kind of just motivate me as I go into the day. But also thinking is like, you know, I wish if the time comes and I do have kids of my own, and just wondering what kind of grandma she would have been. I miss that. I wish, you know, that's something I would have been able to see. But I know she's shining down wherever she is, and yeah, smiling down on me for sure. I am sure of that. Thank you so much for joining us here today on Storytime. Appreciate you all. Love you so much, and please have yourselves a wonderful time, and yeah, have yourselves a wonderful weekend. Enjoy it. I hope you have rest. I hope you have connections, meaningful connections with family, friends, and of course too, if you need that time to disconnect, time to yourself, I hope that you are having the opportunity to do that. Thank you so much for being here. Biggest of hugs. I will see you again on Monday. Bye-bye. Remember too, you can find Storytime at a time that works best for you. We have so many books in our archives, so go and see all those amazing books. Storytimewithmisslimata.com, Storytime with Miss Limata, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, everywhere. Go. See you in a little bit. Bye.
Story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh. Story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh. He brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. Story time. Story time. Story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh. He brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to